Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're asking the question, or we're talking about the possibility of whether or not tax filings will be associated with the visa process anytime soon. I thought of making this video after reading a recent article from the Pattaya Mail, that's pattayamail.com. Article is titled, "Does Thailand Really Want Humble Expats Anymore?" I'm going to quote one sentence from this. I urge those who are watching this video, go read that article in detail. Very insightful. It goes into some different directions than what we're going to talk about in this video, so it's worth a read. Quoting directly, "It has been suggested that some visa renewals could be linked to registration with the revenue." I think what they mean, it's a British vernacular thing, is the Revenue Department. Quoting further, "But there is no sign of that happening anytime soon." Yeah. I've discussed this at length in other videos, specifically on the topic of retirees, as well as other standard visa categories. For example, Thai business visa folks, they've been dealing with having to have tax filings associated with their business visa renewal for years. I had to when I was dealing with my business visa before I naturalized to Thai citizenship. It was a routine part of that process. Is it possible that we could see tax filings associated, for example, with Thai marriage visas or associated with Thai retirement visas down the road? It's possible. As I've discussed in other videos, I analogize it to the fact that you have to submit tax returns in association with sponsoring, for example, an immigrant spouse for a visa to the United States, or even a fiance for permanent residence in the United States. So there are, precedents for this in other immigration systems. Will it come to Thailand? It remains to be seen. Do I think it's possible? Yes. Do I think it's going to be immediately or imminently probable? Not really. I think it would take time to put a system like that in. I've also discussed in other videos, Thai Revenue Department is going to do a cost-benefit analysis on whether or not having all of these people filing in their tax system is really worth it to them. So that's something to also bear in mind. Oftentimes, a revenue department, a collection agency, if you will, for taxes, is going to fundamentally be constantly engaged in a cost-benefit analysis where they're saying, what are we getting out of this for what we put into it? And the man hours and the resources that would be expended by the Revenue Department in doing the intake on a ton of tax returns that nobody owes any taxes on, that seems like an effort in futility. That seems like a bad use of resources, to say the least. So the thing to take away from this video is, I think it is fair to say that Revenue Department documentation, tax documentation, if you will, associated with visa or visa renewal is probably, I would agree, not something we're going to see happening anytime soon.